Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise. How's everyone doing? We haven't talked in a minute. I wanted to stop by, check in, and say hello, hello. We're going to be working this month on our spiritual realm and just trying to figure things out, ask the needful questions that we may have, and start seeing what responses we get, what feedback we get. I want, when you're in this realm, for your energy to be clear and clean and crisp. I want you to focus on intentional for things that you foresee, intentional goals that you may want, intentional questions that you have that need answers. It's for you to just release everything. No more tolerance of nonsense. Just getting yourself aligned and in tune, just to hear yourself. You cut out all noise. There's nothing that we should have blocking our path. And if we got to do this every day until you could cleanse that spirit and that energy, that's what we will do. I'll come in every day and just tune in. And the questions that come to me, the feelings that come to me, I'm going to share it. This is what we're doing this month. It's just releasing everything out. Because December is coming in, we got to make sure our energy is clear so we could start a new year for January 1st. Okay? So let's see what's really going on with us. Because it's so important. People don't realize. That's why they would tell you to detox and, figure out. Cleanse your soul, cleanse your spirit, be the best you. Figure out what it is you're seeking. Not distractions that have come on your path, but things that have aligned on your path that makes you question certain actions, certain scenarios. And let me tell you, sometimes we all need to take a break. And that's what I do a lot of times is I take a break. And not to offend other people, it's just that sometimes you need to get that mental clarity and figure out what is really going on. So many, hasn't it felt like things are off and real weird to you? Have you come with, sometimes you're not even sure if you're on the right path? That's when you have to take a break and you detox and you work to figure things out. So important. That alignment is so important. Let's see what's really going on. What's really going on? What's going on? That we must know. I want to see what's going on. What are we feeling? What are we going through? It's shake it off. Inhale, exhale twice and breathe. Clear that energy. Take a few minutes to listen. If you got time, listen and see what might align with you. Something you may be experiencing that you just had doubt or feelings about. Okay. Ooh, spiritual realm. So you're supposed to be receiving a message very shortly in regards to a question or concern you may have. And you got to anchor in. Whatever decisions you make must be clear and concise decisions. Stop allowing people to step in and distract you from what the goal is. And that happens so much, so much. But you have this free feeling about you right now where you just want clarity, you want peace, you want harmony, but it's chaos that's going on around you. And focus on where this chaos is coming from. There's a core person that's stirring the pot. And they're trying to put you on edge. You're being placed on edge. And you know who you are. You're usually quiet going downstream, but you seem that every minute you're butting your head. You keep butting your head, and you're thinking that it's something from you. It's something you're not seeing. You're not gaining the clarity. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you like this. When I was getting married, a lot of times you have people that are envious or jealous. There's a photo that someone took at the wedding of while my husband and I were taking photos. And you see different photos and everything like that. He's the one that pointed out to me. He said, "Look at this photo, really good. Focus on this photo. Look at all the people that's laughing and smiling and enjoying themselves. And look at who's not." And then he pulled that photo out and he showed it to me. And it was 3 bridesmaids. Well, 2 bridesmaids, 1 matron of honor. And he showed me the faces of all 3 of them when we were taking photos. And it reflected that people were not happy for us. Now, there were a lot of people that were happy for us and had smiles on their face, but those 3 that was closest to me at the time were not happy. And the photo reflected it all. There are people that we keep in our circle and make the assumption that they are with us and for us, whereas they're in the midst of the inner circle and they're not supportive at all. They're the ones that sometimes block your positive energy from flowing in. So I'm saying to you, you have to be very careful of who you allow in your circle. Not everybody deserves a front row seat at your table. And this is where the work is coming for you before the whole year comes in. Who is for you and who is against you? And not trying to butt heads or fight with anyone, but sometimes you already know. You just need somebody else to step up and tell you. And that's understood. But you have to be able to be aware of your surroundings. And this is for every sign. Everyone must be aware of the people around you. That's how you start detoxing, because we're going to end this year completely with some form of detox so we could start the year fresh. Start getting more aligned and in tune with ourselves. We're going to have a lot of messages coming through. This is the time. I'm going to share it with you each and every day to let you know. Because what's going to happen is you're going to focus on it with intent. And messages are going to be revealed to you that had you not focused that way, and we're going to do this the end of every year, is just focus on detoxing for November and December. So that January we start with clear, concise messages, unless something breaks through. This is a combination. This is just you listening. So many of us listen, we believe, so we could react or respond. Whereas some of us listen and apply it to life to figure out who's with us and who's against us. You have to be able to decipher between the two. And absorb as much as you can. This is also a time for you to start learning and applying yourself to messages that you've received the whole year but may not have applied accordingly. You start taking notes and seeing what applies to you and what doesn't. Because there's times that messages come to us and we don't even recognize them. And if we stop for a minute and listen to hear rather than respond, we're going to hear some stuff that we didn't know even existed. This is the time for you to be the best you and work on improving you. We'll get little quotes and little messages throughout the time just to gain that necessary clarity. It's a cleansing. It's like going to the beach in November and December, where that salt water will clear the energy, clear your mind, and give you the clarity that's needed. And what we'll find in the process is what? A treasure map. A treasure map that's going to show us different things to align ourselves with that we may have ignored previously. It's going to clear the path for us and show us what we need to do, when we need to do it, and how we need to get there. Because the angel is there for us. You know that, right? That angel is there. And what does this angel say? It says new beginnings. We're getting ready for new beginnings. And the thing is, look at the wings. Look at those wings. They're flying high. Look at those wings. They're going to teach us things we didn't even recognize before. It's about aligning who you are with the messages that are meant for you. Somebody taught me all of this recently and was telling me the importance of making sure that my folks detox. She said messages are blocked all around throughout the year. So some things seep through while others don't. But you have to take a cleansing for yourself and start new, and do the same for your people, for your clients, for the people in your circle, for your subscribers. Because new goals are coming in, new prospects are coming in, new opportunities are coming in. And it can't be blocked up with everything. You have to gain that knowledge and that clarity and see through the walls. Get aligned with seeing what the other side is holding and telling you. It was like, wow, that's some deep stuff. You ever learn something and things will be right in front of you and you may not even pick up on it? Many of us want answers to every question, but we gotta focus as well as align ourselves with the understanding of what's going on in our environment. Like how my husband was able to pick up on the 3 ladies in the wedding party and see something that I overlooked. And it's so funny. One of them has passed away. One of them I don't even talk to anymore. And the other one I lost contact with. It's like sometimes when you're happy, there are people that are not happy for you. And it may take a while sometimes for you to recognize that. You know, one lady told me, she says, I can't believe that my best friend got with a guy that I had a child with and said since I didn't want him, she took him. Was she ever really my friend? She said, if you would have told me that, I would have never believed you. But now, I know sometimes there's things right in front of us that we don't even see. We don't even see. And we have to learn to heal. That's why I always tell people to start working on forgiveness. Because remember, it's not for them, it's for you. Because when you forgive, you release that tension, that negativity, and you clear that field and that spirit and that space. And you open up. So the new you, because new beginnings are here, right? So new beginnings, like I said, look at those wings. Move your body, keep going, don't give up. You got to keep moving forward. When you stand still, you're stuck. You don't want to be stuck. You want to be free. And make healthy choices, healthier choices, even with the people are concerned. Who's there really in your corner? Who's there really for you? You have to know, because this is all part of your life. And manifest, focus on what it is you're seeking. Allow that cleansing, that clarity. I'm going to get on you all every day. We're going to walk through this. Because we want to get better messages. We want to take a better path. Sometimes we block our own blessings. You know, we pray to our source and ask for guidance. And then we don't always take the advice given. Sometimes there's messages that come to you. If you know, certain times a message will come to you more than once. The same message. The same message. And it's like putting your head on the wall. The message is coming through. You hear it, but you're not really listening. And that's what we want to change. Because we want to be healthier in our decisions, healthier in what we pick up along the way, so that our spirit will be free, where we could actually hear what is being said to us. Sometimes there's so much blockage around us that the messages we're supposed to receive, we don't. Because we can't hear them because they're being blocked. And we continue on that path, not realizing that we're harming ourselves. But when we stop for a minute, we manifest, we jot down in our journal what it is that we want. And every day that we wake up, we let ourselves know how great we are. It's not about being conceited. It's about getting to know who you are, the things that you're good at. That's going to help your dreams come through a lot faster because you're cleansing. You're cleansing that energy. You know what I mean? And it's not a lot of work. Some of us are too quick to give up because we're frustrated. And if you keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, what happens? What happens? It's insanity, it's craziness, it's chaos. And that's why we're going to get our head right, get our mind right, and keep proceeding forward. No looking back and regressing back. What was, today is a new day. Reciprocate. When you receive love, give it back. Love people. Love them for where they are. They may not be the right fit for you in your life at this time because you realize the way they do things, you don't. But that doesn't mean you got to be enemies, because you want to have a clear space. And just because you forgive someone doesn't mean you have to deal with them each and every day, unless you're at work and that's an employee, a coworker. But when you have control of your emotions, your spirit, your life, your soul, you can spread love. And you know you're okay. I can love you from afar. I don't need to love you right next to me. Learn to be in control of your emotions and your feelings for a better you, for that cleansing to go through. Because the ultimate goal is what? Look at that card. Look at that card. Happiness. 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 This is what it's all about. Happiness. Look at that. That's what it's all about. For you to find that happy space where you feel, okay, I realize that this is embarked on my path, but it's not going to stop me. Like my daughter always say, ain't nobody stopping her show. Nobody stopping the show. It's just that you got to deal with the crap as it comes and steadfast on your journey. Block out the noise, block out the disturbances, and figure that, you know what? As I'm climbing up the ladder to find my spot, my throne, I have to be able to let go of past interference. Okay? If you play football or any game and you lose the game, you say, okay, but it's not going to stop the show. I just know that next time I got to be better on defense. I got to do this, but I got to do that. Every experience that seems like it's breaking you down, you have to get the message from it. You have to be able to say, oh, that's what it was. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. We have to learn from our past mistakes. We have to learn from our past errors. We have to learn from the past blockage. Dissipate it and make sure that you make up your mind that it's like, I'm going to get through this. Dissolve it. Make sure that you stay in a positive zone, in a positive mode. And no matter what happens on your path, look at it as a lesson. Sometimes when you fail at something, you could hear the noise of the people in the background. I have a brother that when he's failed at anything, people don't realize the more they laugh, the louder they laugh, the more strength you give him, because he thrives on you expecting him to fail. So he keeps climbing, and it's like it sets him right, because all he keeps hearing is the laughter in his head. And he just gets fierce and he gets on his own. Some people, it breaks them down. Him, it inspires him. It inspires him. It makes him feel like he's going to set you straight and let you know that he's more capable than you're giving him credit for. As well as he's testing himself. Can I follow through? I know I made this mistake last time, so now I know I got to correct this area. this part. We are supposed to learn from our mistakes. Everything is not going to always be perfect for us. But we can't beat ourselves up and just say, I should have known better. Now I know. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it that way. Because what is something we are supposed to do each and every day? We're supposed to learn and improve. We have to be our best selves each and every day. So what I'm saying to you, get on the detox train. Cleanse your mind, cleanse your energy, cleanse your spirit, cleanse your soul, and rise. Elevate to the level where you want to be, not where people assume or think that you should be. This is your time to thrive. Garnet Queen Tarot here saying, don't be afraid to be the best you possible. Be inspired to rise. And even if you fall off, just as we are supposed to practice what we preach, we must follow through. I'm going to get up after a fall. I'm not staying down. Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. This is who I am, a better me. Each and every day, I am going to learn about me, learn about self, and get in tune with who I am and enjoy the journey. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for taking the time to share your message with us. Take care.